number 40, Elijah Pepper. Coach, your thoughts on the game, please.
Yeah, first and foremost, thanks for the hospitality that we've received here in the Philippines. It's been terrific couple of days for our group. Now reflecting on the game, we knew Philippines would come out really hard at the start of the game due to their game against New Zealand, so we needed to weather their storm. I felt our intent defensively for 40 minutes was pretty good, and we just wore them down over the course of the 40 minutes. And then offensively, we looked after the ball. We really shared the ball. Elijah was one of the beneficiaries. And it was really good to have Mitch Creek for this game because we knew it was going to be a fantastic atmosphere to play in. And he's a seasoned pro, so you saw the combination of him and Nick Kay together doing a great job for us. So very excited for the win.
Thanks, Coach. Elijah, your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, I mean, it was great. As JR said, you guys, thanks for the hospitality. It was a great atmosphere, and I think all the guys enjoyed it, and it was really fun to play in. In terms of the game, I thought we played well. Philippines came out with a little bit of a hard start. They played well in that first half. We just kind of had to weather the storm, stick together. And then in that second half, we shared the ball really well. Guys were getting open looks. There's a couple of them where you see the ball swing from corner to the opposite corner in 4 or 5 passes. And I think that's Aussie basketball. And so we played really well together, and it showed in that second half especially.
Thank you, Elijah. Now we're opening the floor to questions from members of the media. Please introduce yourself and introduce also the media company that you're working for. The floor is open, guys.
Good evening, gentlemen. Ivan Swing from the Daily Tribune. Coach, what adjustments did you guys make in the second half since, as you said, the Gilas was trying to play catch-up in the entire first half?
Yeah, look, it stemmed from our defense, like the ability of Elijah and what Tom Wilson did, picking up the ball and being disruptive. And then, you know, the likes of Creek and Kay, Jack White, Tanner Krebs behind those guys. And then we played with a nice pace offensively, and as Elijah touched on before, like our ball movement, you know, once we created an advantage, we did a great job of keeping the advantage, and our shot quality was really good.
Coach, I just want to ask also, since what was it like playing in the Philippines again after how do you say it after burying the hatchet of the incident 8 years prior?
Oh, like it was terrific atmosphere. Like that was a good regional FIBA game, and you know, thank you to the Manila community for coming out and supporting the game the way they did. And I'm happy my team played as well as we did.
Thank you.
Mike's kind of low. Gabe Norwood, representing SPP. Just a quick question for Elijah. You know, you've had back-to-back great nights, you know, putting the ball in the basket. Speak to just the format in terms of how FIBA set up and the travel going from Guam, coming here, and really putting on another show here. Just speak to your mindset coming into a game like this as a scorer.
Yeah, I mean, I think it kind of helps with the way we play basketball back in Australia. Where we're from in Perth, we travel a lot. So I wouldn't say travel really had much of an effect on it. I think we're kind of used to that with the way Australia NBL is set up. A lot of guys, you travel for a lot of games, and I think at the same time, it's our job to take care of our bodies and make sure we're ready to go. In terms of mindset, just being aggressive, finding those shots in the open spots, threes and stuff like that are what I work on. So just being ready to shoot it. JR touched on it at halftime. If you have an open look, don't be afraid to take it. And those were the opportunities that were presented. Thank you.
Last call for questions from the media.
JP Live Scores PH. I'd like to ask, looking ahead, July is the next window for you guys. I believe you're hosting both games. What can you expect from Australia come those games against Guam and the Philippines?
Oh, fast forwarding to July, I think we'll expect like similar games that we've played this time round. You know, Guam certainly like a developing team right now, and they were a handful for us the other night. And then I know in Perth, or where the next round may be, there'll be, like in Australia, there's a great Filipino community. So I know they'll come out. They'll create a great atmosphere for us. So it'll be two good games once again.
Thank you.
And if there will be no further questions, that will do it for the first part of this press conference. Thank you again, Coach. Thank you, Elijah. We'll see you once again later on for the second part as we welcome the Philippines. And now we continue with the press conference here in the FIBA Basketball World Cup Asian Qualifiers match between Australia and the Philippines. Joining us now, Coach Tim Cone and player Dwight Ramos. Coach Tim, your thoughts on the game?
Well, it was a very painful one. It was very painful second half, painful to be a part of, painful to watch, especially being in front of our home crowd. You know, we wanted to be better than that. I thought we played a really good. We did everything we wanted defensively. We held guys down, but when they started to stretch the lead a little bit, got some open threes, and a couple turnovers on our part. I think we just kind of deflated and lost our energy, and it was hard to chase those guys. You know, they're the number 5 team in the world, and it's amazing that the players that they can just bring over and be that good. We had Pepper on our sights, but we couldn't stop Pepper. Creek played really well, handled the ball well. I thought Wilson played well. And like I said, I thought we played a good first half. I felt like we should have had the lead at the end of the first half. We just didn't make some of the shots that it's been a struggle for us both games that we played, shooting the ball. And we didn't get some of the shots that we wanted, and we went down by 5 at halftime, but we felt we had a good shot. We came out third quarter, made a turnover right off the bat, and they turned it into a 3-point play, and suddenly, they were off to the races. Very, very painful here at home. Just doing that in front of the home crowd was tough.
Thank you, Coach. Dwight, your thoughts on the game?
I mean, I agree with Coach. The first half we played good defense. The game was close, and then going into the second half, we just had to step it up a little bit. And I guess they just came out with more energy, and a couple of our mistakes led to their threes, and then they were just on a roll from there. So it got away from us, and it's a bad feeling to lose by that much at home. But I mean, a loss is a loss either way. You lose by 30 or you lose by 1, it doesn't feel good. So you just got to keep improving, and then we're gonna play them again in July, and we got to be better by then.
Thanks, Dwight. Now we open the floor to questions from the media. Please approach the mic, introduce yourself and the media entity that you're working for.
Hi, Coach Tim. Ivan Swing from.
I'm okay with no questions.
I was gonna ask though. Anyways, Coach, Ivan Swing from the Daily Tribune. Coach, with the second window already in the wraps, just want to ask your assessment on playing against New Zealand and Australia at home, as in two contrasting results, even without Kai at the moment.
Well, I thought, against New Zealand, I felt we had an edge. I mean, we had a lot of preparation for them. We came, we were 10 days, 9 days together, and we got the complete team about 4 days ahead. But we had a really good idea of what we wanted to do. I thought the energy was exactly where we wanted it, and really disappointed we didn't pull that one out. And then to turn around and come and, within 2 days, I just felt even through the whole process of the 2 days, we just didn't have the same edge that we had in terms of playing New Zealand. And that part of that is fatigue. Part of that is disappointment. We didn't win against New Zealand, and I think it was more difficult getting ourselves up. But then again, on the other hand, we came out and played, with a tremendous amount of energy in that first half. But it just kind of wore us down there in the second half. And, a game against an Australian team like that, you got to be at the top of your game. And we weren't at the top of our game. I thought we were very near or at the top of our game against New Zealand, but different in this one.
Thanks, Coach.
Any more questions?
I asked this earlier, JB from Live Scores PH. What do you look forward to with the third window in July, Coach?
Well, it's going to be down. We're going to have to go down there in wintertime. They're going to be in wintertime down there, so it's going to be a different feel for us. They came up here during summer, during their winter, and it was like summer for them up here. I think that's one of the adjustments we're going to have to make in July when we go down to New Zealand and Australia. Expect a colder weather, a colder gym, and be ready for that. These are going to be the two best teams we play in the World Cup qualifiers. These two teams are the best teams, and Australia is obviously the best. Again, the biggest disappointment here is this happened to us here at home, like Dwight said. You don't want it to happen here at home. But, they're really good. And we knew they were going to be really good coming in. And we're going to have to play them again and see if we can try to sneak a win in on the two of them. But, we have to also keep thinking of the bigger picture. We're not going to lose our berth losing to Australia and New Zealand. The winning that we're going to have to do is really when we play the Middle Eastern teams. And that's going to be at the end of the year. We're going to have to win those games. Those are the ones that are really going to get us into the qualifying. So yeah, it's painful. Again, at home it was painful. We had higher hopes and didn't work out for us. But we're going to look forward to July and like I said, it is so honorable to play and be with this team. It really is, and just having that opportunity is fantastic. So we're going to. When we come back together in July, it's always going to be a special thing when we come back, and I think we're going to come back with renewed fire and it's back to the drawing board for me a little bit. Like I said earlier, I think we're going to have to look a little bit at our offense and maybe try to simplify things a little more. But for a game and a half, I couldn't have been more proud about our defense. And that was one of the things we really wanted to correct coming into this window. You see, the moment you don't defend, the game can get away from you in a hurry, and that's exactly what happened to us in that second half.
All right, thank you.
Good evening, Coach Tim. Roman Zures from ABS-CBN News. Coach, given the circumstances not having Kai, then only having a short turnaround between these games, how can you assess the progress of the team given those circumstances? I know you previously said no moral victories, but would you say that this window was a step towards the right direction?
Well, I think it's a step towards. I want to use this loosely, but when you fail, you get better, hopefully. And there are things we're going to take from here and hopefully get better from it. And that's the idea of the continuity of the program, is that oftentimes you fail and then you make big changes and then you never get a really chance to improve. So with the continuity of this program, I think we can learn some stuff going in and going forward. Again, our goal is not, we want to win every game because it's, we represent the country. We want to win every game. But our goal, really, our ultimate goal is to make the World Cup. And that's where we're focused. We're hoping Kai will get back to us at some point. And maybe this window or even beyond, but at some point, and that, you know, he's another factor, without a doubt. And we'd love to have him. But as long as he's not here, you know, we can't cry about it, or we just got to keep moving forward and playing forward. And so, you know, it's kind of back to the drawing board for us, but at least, you know, the guys know each other. They know what we expect from them, and I think that'll be good going forward for us.
Thanks, Coach.
I don't know if I made any sense at all during that question. My mind was like all over the place, but I'm trying.
Hi, Coach. Coach, Australia pulled away in the second half on the back of their three-pointers. In contrast, the Philippines ranks among the lowest teams in three-point percentages. How do you plan to address that?
Well, you know, we got shooters. You know, I think everybody complains about our team. We don't have shooters. We got Dwight, we got Juan, you know, we got Justin, we got KQ. You know, we got guys who can light, and Calvin. You know, we have the shooters on the team. It's just that we're not generating the shots that we want to generate. It's not about, you know, it's not about the shots going in or out. It's about getting the quality of shots. And that's when I said, when I talked about we have to kind of look at what we're doing, maybe simplify a little bit more so that we can get a little bit more open looks. But I don't think there's a problem with our shooting. We just haven't shot the ball that well. But also the fact that, you know, we base our, and that's just me, we base our team, I'm the leader of the team, so, you know, we base our team on being a great defensive team. So we want our guys to come out and really lock into defense. And we think that takes pressure off our offense. And like I said, we held New Zealand to 69 points, and then we held Australia to 38 at halftime. And but then the game got away from us. We gave up like 55 in the second half. And we're not going to shoot our way into 55 points against a great team, great defense like Australia or New Zealand. We got to hold them down so that we can have a chance to win. We're not going to get into shootouts with these guys. We're not going to win doing shootouts.
Thank you, Coach. Final round of questions. And I think we're all done. Coach Tim, Dwight, thank you so much for being with us here in this press conference. That will be the end of the FIBA Basketball World Cup Asian Qualifiers here in Manila, Australia versus the Philippines. Good evening, everyone.